So, were you in the Army, the Navy, the National Guards, the Marines, or the Air Force?
Everything but the Marines.
What?
I was in the Navy, Army Reserves, Air Force Reserves, and what else?
National Guard?
Yeah. Well, the National Guard actually was the Air Force
Okay.
in home and field.
So, what ship did you serve on?
First ship was the USS Providence,
Hmm.
CLG-6. It was a light guided missile cruiser. We were flagship for the 7th Fleet out of Vietnam, and then we transferred to the 1st Fleet in San Diego, California.
Okay.
Second ship was the USS Guam, and that was on the East Coast.
How long were you on the ships?
I was on the Providence for almost 3 years, and I was on the Guam for a year.
Okay. So, where did you go when you served on the U.S. Providence and the USS Guam?
Well, on Providence, I went just about around the world. I went across the equator. We went to, of course, off the coast of Vietnam. Yokosuka, Japan was our home port. Went to Hawaii. And before Hawaii, went to Tahiti and Tasmania, New Zealand, Philippines, and then ended up back in San Diego. Yeah.
What about the USS Guam?
On the Guam was Philadelphia and Norfolk.
And what?
Norfolk, Virginia.
Oh. What was your rank?
Photographer's mate, 2nd class.
That's all?
Oh, yeah. That's all.
Okay. What did you take pictures
It's
of?
like a super sergeant in the Air Force. What did I take pictures of?
Yeah.
Where? You mean when I was on the... I took different kinds of pictures of different stations, commands.
I guess
On
where?
Providence, I took pictures of helo ops, flight ops, and underway replenishments, things like that, ceremonial things, people re-enlisting, awards, and different things like that.
Cool.
And I did pretty well the same thing on the Guam. And after, I think before the Guam, between the Providence and the Guam, I was in Naples, Italy, and your grandma and Nana was with me there. We were there for 3 years, I think. And some of the pictures I took there were, well, flight ops, reconnaissance stuff, and general stuff on base. I had to take pictures of crash sites, helicopter crashes, fixed wing crashes, and different things like that.
Who do you remember from the USS Providence?
Well, I remember quite a few guys. Well, just a few, I guess, but I haven't talked to any of them forever. One guy lives in Illinois. I talk to him on the phone every couple of months. He was a personnelman by the name of Gil Walker.
What about on the USS Guam?
Well, on the Guam, I kind of really haven't kept in contact with anybody there. When I was stationed on the Guam, I spent every weekend driving back here to Indiana. I spent the weekends here and I'd go back and work there during the week.
Okay.
So I did that for about a year.
What were the people you remember? What were they ranked? What were their ranks?
Well, they were, most of them enlisted, some officer. There was personnelmen, photographers, and those kind of things. E3, E4, first class.
Okay. Cool. So, when you say you met growing in it when you were on the Providence?
I came back from Vietnam and we ended up in San Diego and met her just after we came back to San Diego. Of course, before I went to San Diego, I was up in San Francisco for a year, and our ship was doing overhaul, so we were kind of in dry dock,
Oh.
out of the water. And there's a lot of welding going on, a lot of metal cutting, and a lot of refurbishment, and a lot of stuff like that.
So you went to Naples, Italy on the USS Guam?
No, I was stationed in Naples, Italy. I had a photo lab there. Stationed right at the airport in Naples.
Is that when you had Dad?
Yes.
Cool.
Yep, he was born in Pozzuoli,
Okay.
just down the road from Naples.
Well, that's all my questions.
Well, that's it. Well, okay.
You have any that you can make up on the fly?
That's pretty